My name is Dr. Helen Bridle. I work at Heriot-Watt University and I manage a small research team, and we do different projects. We develop microsystems for creating safer drinking water and for trying to purify stem cell products for medical therapies. I don't think I really appreciated when I was at school the variety in engineering. I had no idea really what it involved. I had a sort of quite traditional view of it being perhaps on a construction site, and it's actually much more, well, I feel it's much more creative, and there's much more design aspect and development that I realised, and I can work with microsystems and small things, not just building bridges. I work on a couple of different problems. The main problem is trying to sort out the things that you want from the things that you don't want in terms of cells. So we can apply that to safer drinking water. We look for the bad bacteria, so we want to test if they're there. And there's lots of bacteria in drinking water, some of which aren't harmful at all. And there's not very many bad ones, so we have to sort the sample quite carefully to see if we can actually see the bad ones. And then we also work with medical therapies, where some colleagues are developing stem cells and they're turning them into, for example, red blood cells. So we wouldn't need blood donation anymore, we could just make red blood cells in the lab. But the problem is they don't get 100% conversion. So again, we have to sort out the nice red blood cells that we want to inject into people as a therapy from the cells that aren't good enough. So yeah, I really like the fact that they're quite different projects but united by a sort of common sorting cells theme, and they can help people's lives obviously through safer drinking water and new therapies. So because I work on the sort of interface, I think, between engineering and biology, I don't feel at all, I feel like it's pretty good gender balance in my sort of day-to-day work. Obviously, occasionally I am in situations where I feel like, oh, there's not so many female colleagues around, but not so much. I think it depends on the branch of engineering, perhaps to the level of female representation. I think things are improving, but I do think it's really important that we try to have lots of initiatives to encourage women to study engineering and to make sure conditions in the workplace don't discriminate against anyone. I think that sort of curiosity about how things work and sort of creativity in terms of kind of coming up with new ideas and new solutions to a challenge are sort of really important aspects. I also think communication skills are really important, because I think a big thing about engineering is trying to find solutions to people's problems, and if you haven't really understood the problem properly, if you haven't understood what that person's actual requirements are, maybe you'll design something that's great but not really quite what they need. So I think communication and being able to describe what you're making and why, and understanding from them exactly what they need is critical.
I thought you had to go to Oxford or Cambridge and do a degree in being Kate Moss or Patricia Highsmith or something.